Is Starseed Community dead? And after everything that I have been through, do I still believe in aliens? Let's talk about it. I am Ellie Orion, spiritual mentor, and for the past couple of years I have been creating content and teaching, just not here. For a while my work lived mostly in my native language in Croatian. I took a step back from this YouTube channel and I just observed how Starseed space evolved. I clearly saw that majority of people don't lack awakening, which is amazing, but lots of them lack integration. So when people say my soul is not for earth, I'm not human, it sounds like this profound spiritual insight, but actually it's just an attempt to escape pain, responsibility, a limitation, or the body itself. And that's not spirituality, it's dissociation. And I must be very clear here, galactic energy is not identity, it's not personality, it's not a title, and it should not exclude human experience. And exactly that is what's been happening in Starseed Community. I did so many readings where people had galactic incarnations and they had beautiful lifetimes in different planets and other dimensions, but that galactic insight never showed up as identity. It shows up in our energy, in how we do our healing, or how we use our intuition, or in our perception. It shows up in talents, in hobbies, and things that you're passionate about. It never showed up as an escape of human life. In genuine Akashic insight, consciousness always moves towards responsibility, never towards exception, never towards I'm different than humans, I'm not like you, I'm special. No consciousness incarnates on accident, and no soul ends up being on a planet that you don't belong to. So if you're here, that means that this frequency is a part of your agreement. No matter if you remember your galactic incarnations and other lifetimes or you don't. And all these stories about lost civilizations and destroyed planets and people saying my home planet is destroyed, I have homesickness. It's not about memories of past lives, because many people really do have those. They're mostly narratives. Often the mind builds narratives to make sense of a deep sense of not belonging, and many identified as starseeds only because they felt like they don't belong. And even though that feeling of not belonging is valid, I understand it, feeling that you don't belong is not a proof of cosmic exceptionality. It is usually just an invitation to integrate in your physical body and in this life. So if you are here, you chose Earth not as punishment but as school, and we know that Earth is one of the best schools for consciousness expansion in the universe, because we still have this contrast, we still have this illusion of good and bad and left and right. And that's why it's so easy to learn here, but at the same time, I feel sad that some people took this starseed narrative and made it into a performance. And recently I saw a few videos, people who created galactic content saying, yeah, I don't resonate with this anymore. I never believed in it. It was just me being dysregulated, and after I regulated my nervous system, I realized that starseeds is just performance, when in fact they were just performing. And I deeply agree that everybody has the right to change their opinion, and in few years say, no, I don't stand by these viewpoints anymore. That's completely human. But what I think it's dangerous is when somebody is creating a content that goes viral, and that is the only motivation for them to create the content, and then they act and present it as if it's like this profound breakthrough that I had in their own inner work, and other people are watching and trying to learn from them, and then 2-3 years down the line the person says, yeah, that was all made up. And I must proudly say that all the content that I created about starseeds and galactic races, I still stand by that. Because my content was not a copy-paste from the internet. I was just sharing my experiences, my meditations, my insights, my reflections, my connection with my galactic guides, 12 Orions, and I still do work with them. And I even developed intuitive methodology with them. So galactic energy is very much still present in my life, because for me it's real, for me it's sacred, for me it's not this like woo-woo concept that I get followers with. It's just a part of what I love. It's part of who I am. When I reflected, there were like 3 phases of a starseed content makers or a starseed content. First, it was the hype. Everybody was copy-pasting videos. Then there was a backlash, and Starseed Community was also in the mainstream media. And now I do feel that people who actually resonate with starseeds and galactic races, people who integrated those parts into their daily life, are coming forward. And that's the reason why I decided to come back. I feel it's the perfect moment for me to come back and create more videos, not only about starseeds and galactic races, but also some other intuitive insights that I got working with my clients and doing energy scans and scanning auras. And I also want to thank everybody who in the last 2 years that I was away, who wrote me emails saying that you love my videos and that you found something valuable in the information that I am sharing. That really meant a lot. Galactic energy is not a trend. It's not a space for projection or escapism. It requires physical embodiment. It requires truth and responsibility. And that is why I will never romanticize it. If you enjoyed this video, let me know what is your insight in the comments. How do you perceive connection with Starseed Community currently, and did your journey also change in the last few years? Until we meet again, Namaste.